Welcome to Undressed with Paul and Patrik, Little Snow White 90210 with the Primetime Emmys live in Los Angeles.
Runway Rundown. We are doing a special edition of Runway Rundown where we are going to break down all of the good, the bad, the ugly for Primetime Emmys 2024.
The fashions that everyone's dying to hear about, the details, the colors, the vibrance, the energy, and all the designers that maybe got it wrong and maybe they did it right.
Who is your favorite? You'll find out who my favorites were and who Paul's favorites were. And, babe, who missed the fucking mark this week?
Let's go, everybody.
All right, Undressed.
Primetime Emmys 2024.
All right, Undressed bitches. We're going to start with Viola Davis. I love Viola Davis. I always love what she wears. I think she's got like amazing arms. She looks like she works out. She was wearing Zuhair. Oh my God.
It's Zuhair Murad.
Thank you.
He's
and I know how to say that.
Lebanese, and it's a black and white halter that really identified the white on one side, the black on the other, ruched bodice with a very cinched-in waist. She looks stunning with those diamond earrings that she had on, with the cuffs that she was wearing.
The bangle bracelets, I loved those.
The rouge that she had, and the hair. I have to say her hair has never looked better.
Really?
I
like when she does her hair like straight, when she straightens it and it's not so... I don't like it so short.
But the way I think the whole look was with the black and the white and the hair and identifying the drop earrings that she had and the diamonds really gave her a lot of balance and proportion. I liked the way she looked.
And is it a train? There's a train behind, right? And is this chiffon? What's the fabric that she has for
this
is
dress? A Georgette.
Georgette
is a heavier weight chiffon, so it doesn't have the same translucency, and it's got a little more weight to it, although it's not like a solid fabric. It's more on the sheer side, but it's not see-through.
There was a piece in the middle of the dress, which I didn't understand. What is that, a belt?
It was it's the white on the one side, the black on the other side, and it has an overlap in the center where the white and the black merge.
Got it.
It looked really, really pretty. I think it was just a nice balance and softness for her body.
And you know what I like about this dress? I like about this dress that she's got beautiful arms. She's got gorgeous shoulders. She's got, what do you call this area up here in the neckline?
The collarbone?
The collarbone. She's got great collarbones. And she
picked clavicle.
The clavicle. And she picked the perfect dress, really, to show off what she does in the gym. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, also, if you look at her skin tone, she has a great luster. She must have used a beautiful bronzer or at least a shimmer that, like a moisturizer that she had put all over her skin. That gives her this beautiful glow. Very,
very pretty. Let's talk about Cheryl Lee Ralph. What was she? I don't even say. And I loved this dress.
Is she wearing a Cartier dress or Cartier banglet and bracelet? Because Cartier doesn't make dresses.
They don't make dresses?
No.
Oh, well, it says Cartier, so I thought it was Cartier.
They're talking about her jewelry.
The jewelry was on point.
Forget the designer of the dress, because Cartier spent a lot of money putting this together for her, and she was rocking it.
But she's got this black full-length gown. What's the fabric that it's?
She's wearing a pot de soie halter style silk silhouette gown all the way. It's very slimming with the trimmed in the border of about an inch of black crystals and beads that do the halter. Yeah. With a little emblem in the middle. That's probably Cartier.
Is this little bow tie that she's wearing at the top under her neckline, is that Cartier? On the dress, maybe?
The button is probably Cartier.
Yeah, very pretty. I love the earrings.
She looks effortless. And
she does.
She looks beautiful. Her hair looks beautiful because even the little side sweep, and she's got like a pony. She looked real. But you know what? She's got so much presence.
Yes.
She has a great way. She has a stance. She has a European feel to her, and the glow that she had glistening on her body. She always looks effortless.
I love the hair slicked back for this look because I think it gave it that real sleek look. Sade Robinson. And
we don't need to know who the designer is. She's wearing a pink confection because she's wearing a pink bustier, tight fitted, got an overskirt. It's got little leaves and butterflies all throughout.
Is this top front part, is that like a butterfly? What wings?
It's made to look like a little butterfly.
Yeah.
And she's got the little flowers on top of it that elevated.
This is a pink this is an overskirt, right? And is this taffeta?
It looks like a taffeta.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. It really is.
She has such a beautiful smile. She's so excited to be there. She's so happy to be there. Mm-hmm. And she's just like, you know what? I feel like Cinderella.
She looks like Cinderella.
Like Cinderella going to the ball, and she's having a blast. Her hair looks really pretty. She really choreographed this to put herself together with the best, and she wasn't going to let anything bring her down.
Yeah, I liked this dress a lot. I love the pink color. I think the pink color looked gorgeous on her. I just don't know if I was a fan of the wings in the front with the overskirt. I felt like it was too much. I think it's a little much.
Yeah, I think it's a lot going on. I think it's not fitting properly.
Maybe that's what it is.
I think it's got lots of great components, but it looks like she was just, I'm just so happy to be here. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, her jewelry looks great too. Her jewelry was amazing. Yeah, I totally agree.
She was ready to party.
I think so. I totally think so. Let's talk about Andrew Scott from Ripley, and
he was wearing Vivienne Westwood a suit with the black lapel. It was a little thick. He was wearing a shirt that had ruffles. And
it was a black double-breasted suit jacket, correct?
Double-breasted.
Yeah, but it was left open, which I liked.
And it's got the ruffly shirt that comes down to almost his navel, and he kept wanting to have you say, "Show me more. Give me more. Just a little bit more."
He probably did.
But I have to say, I don't like the fact that the shirt's open. When you have a ruffled shirt, you have to have it buttoned all the way up so that the ruffles lay the way they're supposed to, and they're in the space that they're supposed to be at.
But
and it's
don't you think that if he would have put like a necklace with this, or maybe pearls or something with this, it would have brought the look together a little better?
He needed to button up the shirt and then put a pin at the very top of it so that it becomes the accent piece.
I like the suit. I did. I like the suit. I like the flare pants. Is it a chocolate brown? It doesn't look black to me. It looks more like
a dark chocolate.
Yeah.
But as a matter, like a very, very deep chocolate. But at the same time, I think the jacket was a little too long for him. Mm-hmm. Proportionately, I think the jacket needed to be just a few inches shorter.
Okay.
Obviously, it wasn't modified to fit him specifically just through the waist and not through the entire structure. But I mean,
he's got a great body and he looks good. Do you think that it would have been better if it was a rather than a double-breasted jacket, if it was like a single-breasted jacket open, or you don't really care about that?
It doesn't matter. The buttons on the shirt, even though I want to see more, take it all off, Ripley. But
yes, take it off.
I think it needed to be buttoned all the way up so that the ruffles would be the statement and the breakdown to what it is. And I think it would have been more appropriate for an Emmy event versus having it left open, because
it brought it more casual, right? When it's open like that, basically.
This is what he should have looked like at the after party, not walking the red carpet at the beginning of the party.
Okay. I could go
and
with
I wouldn't have minded if he, started unbuttoning throughout the night, but when you first get there and you're that already open, too much.
Now we have Anna Sawai. She's in Vera Wang and, of course, Cartier earrings and rings.
Cartier opened up the vault for this Emmys 2024. I love them. They're actually just up the street from the store, so I don't know why nobody stopped off over here and gave me a tray of diamonds.
Can you explain the dress?
Just in case nobody knew, I love me some diamonds.
Yes, everybody knows you love some diamonds, Paul. Can you explain the dress? It's a red scarlet color, which I loved the color on her.
It's a bustier top where it accents the bust.
Yeah.
And then it's got the very tight fitted silhouette where at the hip line has a little peplum.
Yep.
Pleated with a box pleat, which is an inverted pleat.
This is a low hip peplum, right?
Yes.
It's not at the hip. A lot of times it's a lower.
Yes.
And when they put a peplum like that, a little bit lower, does that give a more slimming effect as if if instead of it being like at the waist?
No, it's just a design detail because you can make this dress a short cocktail dress.
Okay.
Well, you take the full skirt underneath.
Oh, I
off,
could see that. Yeah, I
and
could
then
totally see that.
you wear it as a short cocktail.
Okay.
And then you've got the extra peplum there to be able to substantiate so it doesn't look like it's skimpy. But it looks really beautiful on her. I mean, it doesn't look anything new or original. It doesn't look like anything that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
But it does look like something that she really felt beautiful and comfortable in and poised.
And it
She's
does
very
fit her.
poised.
It does fit her very well. I mean, it fits her
Beautifully.
well.
I
at
mean,
the
she's
waist, the hips, everywhere.
She's almost no white size, so
Yeah.
I know that she's very tiny to begin with. But she looks beautiful.
And another woman this year at the Primetime Emmys that decided to slick the hair back, and I love how she split it down the middle and then split it down the middle and then slicked it back. It gave it a real, I think, a sleek, another like I'm off the runway and I'm ready to go.
She had a beautiful part.
Yeah.
The proportions of the gown, and even though it wasn't original, the cut and the fit were very pretty on her.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, I want to talk about Meryl Streep because I love Meryl Streep.
She was wearing a pink suit with the pants, the shirt with the tie, an oversized jacket with the big epaulettes, which is the shoulder pads,
Okay.
as you see me having on right now.
Of course.
And then she had her little purse with the
yeah.
medals.
She was in McQueen she was
Sean
in McQueen by
McGear.
Sean McGear. Okay, I understand that Meryl Streep wanted to maybe give the impression of she's a powerful woman. She looks powerful in Hollywood. But I hated this outfit. I did not think it was appropriate for the Emmys. It's too casual. I don't like the pink color on her. I think she gets washed out in this light pink. I didn't like the big bow in the top. I just didn't understand this whole look. To me was a mess.
So she's wearing palazzo. She's wearing full length pants.
Right.
High rise.
Yeah.
She's wearing an oversized double-breasted jacket with the buttons that are in the same texture, covered buttons,
Yep.
which is what we call it in the industry.
Okay.
Which is done out of the same fabric. She's got the satin silk shirt underneath, buttoned up with a tie in the front that turns into a bow. Now,
Even the purse seemed too casual for me for the Emmys. No?
I think she looked like she was going to the Emmys, but she was going to the announcement in the afternoon to the Emmys, not the nighttime red carpet version of the black tie event at the Emmys.
No, you know what this looked like
If
looked like to me is when they do that lunch where they put everybody together,
That's
they
what
do
I
the
just
power lunch. Yeah. That's what it looked like. And it definitely, to me, maybe she's just sick of wearing gowns because she's been wearing gowns for how many years?
Now, if this suit was maybe in velvet, if this suit was maybe in satin, maybe the suit was in a satin organza,
Okay.
it would have elevated it into the evening category profile.
Got it.
Then it would have highlighted it with the details such as the buttons being a little more emblematic, where there would be a hardware like metal, like you would see on the Hermes purses.
Got it.
And then it would have elevated the idea of wearing a suit to a black tie event. And I understand you don't like the pink color on her, but
It's too, I think it washes her out.
It's a petal pink.
Okay.
If this pink was a little deeper in shade and in hue, it would have actually given it the nighttime feel. I think this pink in a suit is more daytime than nighttime. And that's why it reminds you of the
That power lunch.
announcement
of 100%.
The Academy nominees.
Yeah, I mean, I love Meryl Streep, and I think she always looks great. I just did not think this was the appropriate business look
Especially
to wear to
because-
the Emmys.
Especially because she was nominated.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're nominated, you come dressed to win.
Yeah.
You don't come dressed thinking, oh, I've been here before. Maybe it's okay.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she's like, okay, I've done this a million times. I just want to throw a suit on and be comfortable
Let me
and
tell
casual.
you, if you've done it a million times and you're like me, you're going to want to do it another 100 million more times, because this is the reason why we do what we do.
Okay, Maya Rudolph in Chloe. Okay, I hated this.
I think Maya Rudolph was channeling loot and her very expensive, rich lifestyle with no taste. And what she's wearing and the color, and the way it is, it's gorgeous silk chiffon fabric.
It is.
But it's stitched impeccably. The diamond necklace is what I'm dying to have.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm more focused on the diamond necklace.
But the
than I am on
bracelet too.
anything
Look at
else
the diamond chunky bracelet.
Because it's a snake with the emerald.
It's
gorgeous.
That's the
Everything
bracelet
about
too that matches.
Everything about it was beautiful.
Yes.
The diamonds is all I was focused on. But then to wear this frumpy outfit is an embarrassment to the rest of the community, saying, you know what? Because I have so much money and I can do whatever I want, I can just show up with any brand and it's about me.
I mean, it's all about the diamonds, obviously, and this look.
But if it's all about the diamonds, then the diamonds should have been showcased without having a frumpy dress to match it.
The ruffles,
Her
I think, are taking away from
but even
everything.
Her hairstyle,
I don't like the hairstyle either.
It doesn't compliment her. It doesn't look good. I think she even needed to kind of tint her a little bit, her eyebrows, to be able to bring in the light that she put in on the front of her face.
I will say I do like the is it chiffon? Is that what it is? Chiffon?
Chiffon.
I do like the chiffon like capelet, like that goes over where you can see the sheer and you can see her arms coming through. But I really hated this look. It looked like a potato sack.
But it's
to be
very
honest.
dated. It's a very old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something from the 70s.
Oh God.
I think, you know.
Yeah.
I know. Mrs. Roper.
Oh.
She reminds me of
Mrs.
Roper from Three's Company, because
oh my gosh.
this is what Mrs. Roper would have worn to go to the Emmys.
100%.
Next, babe.
Oh, we got Naomi Watts. Now, I love her.
Naomi Watts. I love
her. But I hated this dress. She's wearing a forest green, or is this an emerald green, Balenciaga, full length.
She's wearing an emerald green silk taffeta bandeau top with an A-line skirt with a trail in the back, and silk taffeta fabric. Has a great translucency to it. She's wearing beautiful earrings.
I'm blinded by those emerald earrings, let me tell you.
But I think sometimes I almost think that when they come out to play, they think the dress is enough or their hairstyle's enough, and they take 6 hours to be able to get ready. But I'm like, girl, give me something. Give me something I want to look at. I'm inspired. I want to be inspired by looking at you. I want to be inspired by talking about you. I want to be inspired by shopping with you in my head.
100%.
She looks beautiful, though.
She looks beautiful.
Well,
I mean, she's beautiful and she's a great actress, but I hated this dress. And the reason I don't like it is because, number one, it looks dated. I think I've seen this dress like a million times.
It's like the Marilyn Monroe Millionaires.
I get
sort
it.
Of a feel. It's the same little top. It's just missing the bow in the back.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I get
Diamonds
it.
are my best friend.
But in her case, emeralds are a girl's best friend because those emerald earrings are stunning. But I think she should have had like a clutch with this.
She needed to have a banglet. She needed to have maybe a necklace. She needed to have maybe a big statement ring, bigger than the one she's wearing.
But I've seen you do silk. This is
taffeta.
silk is silk taffeta. I've seen you do silk taffeta dresses on many people, but why is this so wrinkled? Because it's not supposed to look like that, right?
It's wrinkled because it got stuck in the door, or she was walking for a couple of hours before she showed up, or if this is the first picture.
That was the first picture.
Right out of the car.
Yeah, it's like she pulled it out of the suitcase and put it on.
You need to have somebody in the back steaming you out, my love. You need to have somebody be able to make sure you're prepped. When I was on the red carpet with Betty White, I remember I was not but 12 inches away from her.
Yep.
Fluffing the skirt
every
chance
were.
I got.
Yep.
Making sure that there was not a thread out of line.
Yeah.
And And Betty White wasn't very fussy. She's like, "Oh, Paul, it's okay."
No, but
I'm
this
like,
is you on the red card with Betty. Betty, give me your purse. Give me your purse.
that's right. Because you know what? Because here's the one thing that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
No one's gonna say that the actress was out of line. No, the actress is just being an actress, but it's my design, my gown. I know how it's going to translate on the red carpet. I want to make sure when you talk about me, you talk about the great parts of the dress that I made for that actress.
Yeah, I agree. It just wasn't my favorite. I think that I think that she could have worn, to me, or just steam the dress before you get on the red carpet.
It was steamed.
It was?
Yes, but you can't use a regular steamer. You need a hot iron steamer.
Oh, okay. Well, they need to do that.
She needed to take it off, get in the car,
Yeah.
and when she got there, then zip up the dress and walk down the carpet.
Okay, I get it.
But I love you, Naomi.
We do. Okay. This is one of your favorite shows, The Gilded Age. And
I
you
love The Gilded Age.
love the costumes. You love all of the period piece. You love the storylines. You love everything. But Carrie Coon was a complete disaster in Tom Brown Couture.
I know, but when we met her at the FYCs,
Yes.
I have to say that she was awkward then, and I can see why she's awkward now.
Why?
Because what she picked out is trying to make a statement with the ruffled side. It's very geometric. It's very architectural.
It's cream.
It's beige. It's a suit. It's a skirt. It's a trench coat. It's a half a trench coat.
It's a blazer.
half a dress. It's a half a top. It's a bustier mix. It's got a collar. It doesn't have a collar. It's got a button. It's got a sash. There's so much going on. But
Yeah.
It's one of those museum pieces from Mad Max that you would think she just needs to roll around in a dirt to be able to get dirty so that it looks like it's very futuristic. But in the colorway that it was translated in, it doesn't work. There's a lot of beautiful details, gorgeous fabrics. It's not easy to piece it together.
Right.
But it's a fail because it does not, like I know her character.
Right.
And her character is so poised and so well put together.
Yep.
Well, when she shows up on the red carpet like this, I'm thinking, you're really a great actress because I didn't think that you could pull this off. Because
What I don't understand about this outfit.
and it's not an Emmy-worthy outfit.
Not at all. But to me, it looked like she just pieced whatever she could piece together
She
last
didn't
minute.
do that. The designer did.
Well, the designer put Tom Brown put whatever pieces they could throw together and then made this dress, which it doesn't even make sense.
I
to me.
understand what it's supposed to be, but I don't think it was appropriate for the Emmys. I don't think she was the right embodiment of personality to carry this look.
Like, you know who I think could do this look? I think if you did this in a different color and you did it maybe in black or deep gray or silver and you did it for the Grammys and Gwen Stefani wore this, she would rock it.
Because it would make sense because it's got lots of detail, texture, but it's not an Emmy dress. And then the color,
it's a Grammy dress.
And it falls short because of the color.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, luxurious fabrics and textures and cuts.
Yeah.
But it doesn't identify her personality. That's the one thing that I think a lot of people miss. When you're buying a dress, don't look at the person who's wearing it.
Right.
Don't just take the idea of what the designer came up with.
Okay.
Translate it to your personality and who you are and how you would like to be represented. That's the key. Because it's a beautiful art piece, yes. But can she work that art? It's like taking a Van Gogh and putting it in your bathroom. And as you flush the toilet, you're looking at the Van Gogh.
Yeah,
Unless you have Van Goghs and all the other people all around your house and you have another one in your bathroom.
I get it.
This is not the time to just stick a Van Gogh in the bathroom.
Okay, but she did do another thing. She slicked her hair back and had it slicked on the side. And I do like the hair. I like the hair. I like the earrings. She was wearing diamond earrings, I believe, with this. I love the big jewelry she's wearing on the ring that she's wearing on her hand, or a right hand. But I hated this dress.
It's not a dress. It's just an art piece that's walking, and it's in the wrong arena.
I agree.
And on the wrong body.
Yes. 100.
I'm sorry, Carrie.
Yeah, totally get it. Let's talk about your favorite. We love her, Christine Baranski. You've dressed Christine Baranski
When
in
she
the
was
past.
on Sybil.
Yes.
When she was on the
Yes.
Sybil show, I used to do Christine Baranski and Sybil Shepherd.
And she's wearing Oscar de la Renta. And the only problem with this is she's beautiful and she looks very elegant and stately. But to me, this dress looked very old.
Well, the shape is very old, although
Okay.
she looks stunning in it. I
Okay.
think the pattern is what you don't like.
Maybe.
The color of the dress is a matte gold, which her highlight of her hair, her makeup flawless, and the way it drapes over her shoulders and the silhouette of the body.
Yeah.
You just don't like the print, which makes it
It's a
look
very-
like this print was used on suits. It's the Oscar de la Renta print for suits.
Okay.
And what they did is they translated it into a gown.
Got it.
And I think that's where you missed the translation.
I think she missed the mark, and I don't like the fabric actually for
That's
this.
why.
I just don't like the fabric.
For a dress, you don't like it, but you would like it for a suit.
Maybe, yeah, maybe I think I would.
A
It
cocktail
cool.
suit.
Cool. Yeah, I think
Or
that
a
would be
short
really cool.
cocktail dress.
Maybe if she did like a Tiffany style cocktail dress in this, that would be cute.
Yeah.
But
Christine Baranski has poise and posture
Yes.
and presence, and she can walk around in her
Yes.
Victoria's Secret underwear and rock it.
Let's talk about Divine Joy Randall.
She came to slay.
Yeah, she did.
This is inspired by Schiaparelli, and it's got the ruching on the one side.
Love
it's
it.
very architectural. It's jersey knit, which clings to your body. She's wearing a whole bustier contraption underneath the
yeah.
tuck shape and hold her in. But the best thing about it is, my God, the layers of choker diamonds that she had around
Diamonds.
her neck.
Yeah.
And the way she poised,
Yeah.
she's like, you know what, bitches? If this is the only
I'm here
time
to
I'm
slay.
coming to the Emmys, I'm going to make you remember me for a lifetime more to go, because I ain't playing.
The only thing I'm thinking is on her right arm, she had it bare, and maybe she should put a mesh there or something, because then her arm looks really big, and I didn't like it as opposed to when she had the other arm covered.
In proportion,
Yeah.
I think if there was a mesh, which is translucent, and it's almost as if it's like pantyhose. If she had that on the other arm, I think it would have put her entire look more balanced.
I agree.
I know what the original design is supposed to look like, which is exactly that with the one shoulder and the arm.
Okay.
But on a full-figured woman with her, and she's got voluptuous bust.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a great cinched-in waist that they accentuated. She is beautiful.
I love
And
the color.
She's got curves.
But I usually don't
But
like
I
yellow, but I
think-
love this color on her.
I think if she had a meshy, the transition, my focus would have been more central to her body
Okay.
than to the left.
I agree.
or to the right
I
of
agree.
her
I love her hair. She's doing the curls,
Yeah.
the
And
finger
the way
wave
that
curls.
she had her little hoodie up.
Yeah. Her
Girl,
makeup is on
I
point.
love you.
But man, those
And the way
diamonds-
she posed on the carpet.
Yes.
Stunning.
Let's talk about Dakota Fanning in Armani Privé.
Dakota, honey, you
mean,
needed to you needed
This dress
to do,
washed her out.
Well, I mean,
It really
well,
did.
that's not the right color for her.
Okay.
She's very pale. She
Yeah.
didn't accent. She didn't do anything with her hair. She didn't do anything with her makeup. She needed smoky eyes. She needed more of a lip.
Yeah.
You can't go this demure. Demure is in, but you're so under demure.
But I did like the pearls that are what are these called? The pearls that are
The pearls that are scattered all over the
yeah.
dress.
I love
It's-
the three-dimensional
I mean,
pearls
the
on
dress
the dress.
is beautiful. It fits her beautiful.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
I think she needed jewelry. I don't think she had enough. She was too plain in this dress. The
I think
color
her
was too
makeup
light.
Was too light.
Yes.
and
It was very daytime makeup, actually.
It was very daytime.
Yeah.
She needed a little more punch.
Yep.
And I think her hair needed a little more lift.
Do you think this dress with the three-dimensional pearls, and what is this? Is that silk?
It's silk.
Silk. If it would it have looked better if it was like in a different color, like maybe a red or a blue? Maybe.
When you're pale and you're wearing a pale color,
Yeah.
and your makeup is not punched and you're not wearing much of jewelry,
Yeah.
then you basically look like you're in the dressing room at the store trying on a dress.
Okay.
And in her case, if she went up to the suite to be able to get the dress put together,
Yep.
she just wanted to look like she's effortlessly going.
Yeah.
But effortless means at least 12 hours of curation.
Okay.
When they talk about the Mona Lisa, what's so special about the Mona Lisa? It's the layers and the textures and the context.
Yeah.
So it is just a very small little picture that kind of disappointing. At one point, you're looking at it going, this is what the big deal is about the Mona Lisa. But then when you really look into the depth of what it is, you understand and identify why it is the Mona Lisa.
100%.
And so making it look effortless doesn't necessarily mean downplaying it.
Okay. I know we're going to disagree on this one because I liked this look. Dan Levy, Levy, I don't know.
He told us how to say it, but I forgot.
Oh, Levy.
I don't know.
Anyway, Dan Levy, one of the hosts of the Primetime Emmys this year with his dad, and I got to say, they did a great job hosting it. He is wearing Loewe. I loved this look. I know you didn't like it.
We say Loewe,
but it's Loewe. We say Loewe. I loved this.
They're around the corner from my boutique right now anyway.
Yeah, we'll go knock on their door and ask them, how do you say your name? He's wearing a black suit with a white...
He's wearing a black tuxedo suit with a white...
fitted tuxedo suit, and it looks great on him,
and he's wearing a white shirt with a little flare that goes up as a collar that's meant to look like it's windblown. And it's really beautiful, but I just wish that the shirt was a little more tapered to fit his body. But you know what? This look is very avant-garde.
I like it.
It's very futuristic. And it's something that identifies his character on shit.
He's always a little quirky. So this gave him like a little quirky feel, like the glasses he's wearing. I kind of like that with the collar flipped up.
With the
how do you make, do you have to put something in that to make it stay up like that?
It's the fabric, number one, and it's got facing in it like a collar does for men's shirts, where it gives it that texture for it to stay.
Yeah, I like it. I was a big fan of this outfit. I know you weren't.
But he should have been wearing a belt. He wasn't wearing a belt, and I don't think he looked complete.
Okay, now let's talk about his dad, Eugene Levy. He was in a double-breasted suit.
I think he looks classic.
Yes.
Distinguished. And I don't think he's ever looked any different.
But why are they saying Cartier again? Cartier does not do clothes.
But he had Cartier.
The watch, maybe?
Either glasses or something.
But I like the suit. It's kind of it's purple, right? Is it like a deep
It's like
purple?
it has a black lapel, it looks like. And it's got a deep iridescent hue, which is blue and black.
Okay.
Very pretty.
I like it. I wasn't a fan of the tie, though. I would have liked to have seen like a bow tie, or I didn't like the tie with this. I think it kind of brought it more of a casual look, especially if you're the host of the Emmys. I would have liked to have seen him in a bow tie in this.
I think he's wearing a tie with a big Windsor knot in the center, which is exaggerated, and it looks really, really proportioned. And the suit itself, the double breast, is very reminiscent of the 70s, where it was a very high neckline, not a very low at the waist neckline. So he looks very distinguished.
Let's do Isa Gonzalez in a pale pink in Tamara Rife, and she's wearing David Yurman jewelry. I think she looks stunning.
She's beautiful.
Are those ostrich feathers?
See, if you're going to do effortless, the way she looks with the sequence from head to toe, with the way her cleavage is open and holding up her bust line.
Yeah.
The way the feathers as they cascade down her arm, and they're just the plumes are so rich. It's ostrich and different feathers infused into itself that have the flavors of the definition of the fullness.
I loved her long hair.
Her
with the big curls was very pretty.
Like her long hair. She's got the smoky eyes, and she looks like, you know what? Yeah. I'm beautiful. I just rolled out of bed, but this is all I had laying on the floor from the night before, and I'm pretty and I can rock it.
Well, she is. But the thing I think she's missing the boat on is she needed a necklace.
She needed a statement
Piece, yes.
for either maybe she's wearing it on her fingers and we don't see it because the plumes are covering it.
No, she's not. She's not wearing any. She didn't wear any jewelry. There was no jewelry at all. I love the ostrich feathers.
But having the ostrich feathers with the sequence combination and the soft against the hard and the color and the way it picks up the light for a brunette, she's stunning.
It's very beautiful with the iridescent feel to it too. I love that. It was very, very pretty. Ella Purnell in Rabanne. She's wearing
Paco Rabanne.
It's Paco Rabanne. Yes, I remember. He did men's suits years ago.
Well, they're trying to make a comeback. Yeah. But I think
to me this seemed very dated, and her boobs are just sagging in this dress. Couldn't understand
that. The boobs are not sagging. It's the cut of the dress which makes the boobs look like they're sagging because it's the stylized pier, which is undercut underneath the bust line.
Yes.
Which is in a circle. That's what makes it look like that.
But the diamond chandelier
you know what? She was wearing metal.
Yeah.
The concept of her entire look was metal. She's wearing diamonds. She's wearing silver. She's wearing crystal. She's wearing the delicate V-neck décolleté that has all the details with the crystals. And she's got the mesh fabric, which looks like a moire because it's got like a little soft pattern to itself.
She is beautiful. Her hair was beautiful. Her makeup looked flawless to me.
I didn't like her lip color.
You didn't like her lip color? I think
it was a little too dark to be able to go with that feel. I think it needed to be a little softer for her to be able to play the role of that silver vixen.
I liked the dark lip because I thought it gave her that kind of rocker-ish edge.
I think that's what she was going
for the
after
Emmys.
With her hair too.
And she's got the black nails. You see the black nail polish?
Yeah.
Which I think was good, but I wasn't a fan on the dress. I think it could have.
What did she write in a Harley?
I don't know. I think the bust line could have been better. I think the shoes were amazing. I
thought the dress was a little too short too because it didn't make sense that the dress stopped right at the ankles. I think it needed to be floor or more.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense to me. Totally makes sense. Vergara in scarlet red. She looks like Jessica Rabbit. I loved this look.
Sofia Vergara, your best friend, she knows how to rock it. She understands her body. She knows how to pose. She knows how to be able to walk a carpet. She's been doing it for a couple of years.
And in Dolce Gabbana and Cartier jewels, of course.
It's all in chiffon. It's ruched. It's got detail. It's very figure flattering. And it almost looks effortless on her body.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
This is what effortless should look like. Where your hair has context, so you can see the work that went into that, getting the hair. The soft curls that are cascading over her shoulders. You realize they're placed there for a reason and a purpose.
Yeah.
The bust line that's being held up with the ruching with just amount of contour that give you the illusion of they're about to fall out, but they're really not because they're stationed there.
Her boobs look great in this dress, I gotta say.
She looks beautiful.
I love the Cartier ring, but I really feel like, again, she's another actress that should have had a necklace.
I think more actresses
or drop earrings or something.
You need to be able to wear like a set.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to overdo it because there is no such thing when it comes to jewels and diamonds and having the sparkle that you need in order for you to be able to take it to the next level.
Okay, let's talk about Selena Gomez in Ralph Lauren and Tiffany & Company jewelry. I've seen this dress a million times, though.
Well,
I have.
Shirley Ralph had the same shape.
Same thing. Yep.
So many of the actresses were wearing the same concept of the halter with the crisscross with the details around the neckline.
Yes.
And I think it's a safe way to be able to recreate a nice look.
I think it's too safe for the Emmys.
But for Selena Gomez, for the young that she is, I think this was a very mature dress. And I don't know if she was trying to play more mature, but she's young.
Yeah.
And she's got a great figure. She needed to highlight that with something that was a little younger than wearing something that
Like
her
I
mom
could see
would wear.
Meryl Streep in this dress. If
Yes.
Meryl Streep wore this, that would have been like the perfect dress for her to wear to the Emmys. I thought it dated Selena Gomez, and she looked way too mature in it. I agree with you, 100.
I mean, she's stunning, but she looks too mature.
Yeah. Let's talk about Sarah Paulson, and she's wearing Prada. And I always, I usually like what Sarah Paulson is wearing, but I kind of really hated this dress. I didn't understand it.
I can tell you that Sarah Paulson is wearing a indigo colored top,
All blue.
and at the bottom it has a black long skirt with a white bow in the back.
Yes.
She has a white purse with her. She's with her
Wife.
wife of
Holland.
many years, and she looks beautiful. But here's the thing. In Europe, this would look like a piece.
Yeah.
But in America, wearing white shoes at this late in the game,
Right.
especially next to the black, just because she's highlighting the white,
Yeah.
the awkwardness of it is a poster. And it's sending a message. Do I think it's appropriate? No. Do I love the context of the dress? Yes. But is it appropriate for the event? No. Could it have been where she wore black shoes, or at least not had the white person had black?
Yeah, but
purse?
she has but on the back of the train of the black train of the dress, she's got these white ribbing coming on either side.
But
and I did not like that.
But allow that white ribbon to be the highlight and the accent.
Okay.
And not accessorize the rest of it with the wrong season.
Right. Okay. And do you think that she should have just totally taken off the black and just had the blue all the way come down with the white? Would you have liked that?
No.
No.
But she should have done black shoes and a black purse. Because then the detail becomes the focus instead of the purse and the shoes, which look out of place.
Okay. Let's talk about Cerise Ronan in custom Louis Vuitton. To me, she looked really young and sexy and hot in this dress.
But not ready for the Emmy. She looks
No.
like she's going to the Grammy.
To like a party, basically, yeah.
She looks like she's going to the after party to try to land a husband.
But the stomach looked great. The bare shoulders, beautiful.
But it's not a complete look
No,
for
I
the
agree.
Emmys. It's
100%.
It's not a complete look. She looks like she's wearing a bandeau top and a skirt.
Right. Too casual.
And if this was in a lighter color, you'd think she was at the swimming pool.
But even her hair is very casual. I don't think her hair was like zhuzhed up for the Emmys.
That took hours to do, but
Really?
but it doesn't highlight it the same way.
Okay, Reese Witherspoon in Dior, and
I mean, Reese Witherspoon always pulls her hair back.
I know.
Reese Witherspoon likes to wear a nice bustier top and a skirt. Her dress was gorgeous, but was it dated? Yes.
So dated.
Did she look like the Fred Astaire time, like dancing in the rain?
Yeah.
Yes. And I think as young as she is and as fit as she is and as beautiful as she is, I can't stop looking at her diamonds because they were just beyond.
Yes.
But the gown is gorgeous with the black and white context, with the tulle. But I just don't think it was new enough, fresh enough, and young enough.
Who are the diamonds?
Boucher.
Oh, Boucher. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, wow. Those earrings are stunning.
And I think she pulled her hair back because she's got such a beautiful face, and why not with
Yep.
the necklace and the earrings?
But I just felt the dress was dated. I've seen this a million times in the past.
Well, you've seen everything a million times in the past. Here at Rodeo Drive all day.
Probably. Let's talk about Quinta Brunson. I remember when we met her. She loves Snow White. She was so sweet. She is wearing George Chakra and Tiffany and
Lebanese.
Company jewelry.
It's a Lebanese designer out of Lebanon.
But I loved this dress.
Well, this is the new satin organza. It's a beautiful fit.
It's got a metallic feel to it,
It
right?
has
An
a
iridescent metallic feel.
It has a luster.
Yeah.
And I think that luster itself with the bows look really, really beautiful on her. I can't say that I needed that extra bow at the hip, but you know what?
But I'm okay with it.
But
I think it's
because
okay.
It's dark, you don't see it
Yeah.
as much. But I like the shape. I like the fit. She's worked very hard on her body.
Yes.
And she looked effortlessly beautiful and deserves the way
Yeah, she looked great.
She looks beautiful.
The makeup is good. The hair is good. I love the dark lip. I thought that was really pretty. I love this black dress
and she's
on her.
very petite.
Yeah. She's tiny. She's Snow White size.
Yeah, that's a lot of dress for
Yeah.
very petite, but she knew how to carry it
But also the way I love this, she did a different version of this type of dress that everybody was pulling off, the mermaid with the drop, but she put a new spin on it with this type of fabric.
Well, it also had a detail in the very front where it had an underskirt with the satin organza being the overskirt for it.
Yes. Okay, we're going to talk about Nymphia Wind, one of the RuPaul's drag girls.
How could you not like
the banana peel? I don't even know who the designer was, but it was so
she makes the costume
interesting.
It's beautiful. The whole thing is
wow.
It's like Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah,
could just reimagine the entire thing. She had it body painted.
Yes,
she was wearing a leotard that had the collarbone, the boobs,
pointed
the
heels,
highlights, all of it.
It looked pretty stunning.
But where did she sit?
I don't know.
I would not want to sit next to her, behind her, or in front of her.
Oh, I would be going nuts because that thing was all the way up.
Because those seats are not made for gowns like this. But I think that I think she's holding it up and it comes off, and then she's able to turn it into a regular.
Okay, let's talk about Neva Mao. And I loved this red on her. I thought she looked a little too hippie though, but I did. Is this This is leather, right?
No, this is a satin. The satin like Quinto was wearing.
Oh,
this
it
is.
Organza
satin. Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
Liquid satin is what they call it.
Okay, I love it. I love the color.
Organza.
I love the necklace she's wearing. The scarlet. What is the necklace? Oh my God, ruby necklace, beautiful. I love the bracelet, the slit coming. I thought this was a great look for her.
I think it's very costumey.
You think so?
Because number one, the color. Number two, the details, the ruffles that go all around her shoulders. Mm-hmm. It's done couture, but it looks costume.
Okay. Let's talk about Bailey and Giorgio Armani. Okay, he's hot. I love Jonathan Bailey. So freaking hot. I loved this tux. I know you're going to say you did not like the fact that he had his shirt open up and he looked like a porn star. I get it. But
he looks like a porn star, too.
Oh, my God. It's
okay. The suit, he's got the pin. He's got all the right components. But
the gold.
He also looks like a matador.
The gold silk shirt I loved with the matching lapel.
Honey, wear that to the bedroom with me, but button it up. We're on a red carpet. You can't be coming over here with your boobies hanging out. I can almost see nipple.
I loved it.
It's too much.
Nah, I loved it. I thought it was great. I even loved the sunglasses too. The red tinted sunglasses I thought were really cool. Did you like those?
I can't stop staring at the nipples.
Okay, we're going to talk about Jessica Gunning. She was wearing an all black. It was velvet, full length.
Something.
Yes.
When she was in that show, she embodied a person that I did not even understand existed on this planet.
You're talking about baby reindeer.
The way she was, the effort that she put into that character.
Yes.
I'm almost afraid to think that was really her. Then I come to look at the gown and I'm thinking she's such a sweet person because I don't know her yet and I want to get to know you.
Yeah.
Jessica, call me.
But I don't like the blue plastic flowers on the dress. Looks like was that an add-on?
They weren't plastic.
Okay,
they were
they look
silk
plastic.
embossed flowers that are gorgeous.
It looks like they went to the Michaels store and picked them up from the back room and glued them on. No,
they were handmade, but. On another note, when you look at the detail about the way they put her together, I think those flowers added so much more than they needed to, and they needed to be a highlight on the side of the dress instead of on the shoulder where she's already carrying a lot of weight.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't balance her proportionately.
I don't like the caplet. Is that a caplet shoulder?
It's a cap sleeve.
Cap sleeve.
Then
that's
they
what it is.
added an extra piece of material.
Don't like it.
But what they did is instead of hiding and covering and camouflaging the area that they wanted to,
which is the under the arm.
Under the arm.
Got it. I think she looks pretty.
But
I mean, she's a pretty smile, but
let me tell you, She looked like she was there unexpectedly, and she was gonna enjoy every minute. She wasn't gonna let anybody bring her energy down.
Okay. Let's talk about Jeremy Allen White from The Bear, which I still don't understand that show.
And he's a tiny little person.
I know, wearing Calvin Klein.
And when we met him in person, he's the sweetest, kindest guy.
Yeah, he was very sweet. Very tiny, by the way. Like you said.
Very fit.
I know, fit, ripped body. But, okay, the thing I don't like about this Calvin Klein tux is it doesn't look fitted to his body because he's got this amazing body, but you can't tell in this tuxedo.
Because it wasn't adjusted. The jacket wasn't tailored to fit him specifically.
Okay.
They just got him a size that fits.
Do you like the oversized bow tie on this, or do you think a smaller bow tie would have given it more of a sleeker look, I think?
I think the oversized bow tie would have worked if the jacket and pants was more fitted.
Got it.
That would be the accent and highlight for it.
That makes sense. Okay.
Because then not everything's oversized, because now it just looks a little more sloppy.
Yeah, exactly. Jack Lowden, oh my God, he was so nice when we met him at the Slow Horses event.
He
hot.
He looks better on the red carpet than he's ever looked.
I know.
Because
he's wearing custom Louis Vuitton.
whoever put him together,
Nice.
you go. Because,
Yeah.
oh my God, he does not look like this in real person.
No, he doesn't.
I don't care if you put mascara, makeup, coif that hair,
Yeah.
had everything shade match to match, top and bottom. You look stunning.
But this is an example of what a fitted tux looks like, right? This obviously was fitted to his body because it fits perfectly.
Yes, it's tapered. It's
Yeah.
shaped. It's got the detail. It's got proportion. It hits in the right places. It's beautiful.
I like it 100%. We're going to talk about Idris Elba and in Calvin Klein, his wife Sabrina Elba. I wasn't a fan of her dress. Let's talk about his outfit. He's wearing a black tuxedo. It's a big tie. Is this a
it's a bib.
Oh, a bib?
It's like the little ones that I make for you, but this is a different version of it. So it looks like a little bib.
Okay.
Underneath. So it's like a new version of a cummerbund. It's a new version of pleated tux shirt.
Is it too big though? It looked too big as a bit like.
I think it needed to be in maybe the same fabric.
Okay.
Or because the jacket is left open.
Yeah.
You don't see the proportionality that it's supposed to have.
Got it.
So if
okay.
the jacket's buttoned, it's very flattering.
It is.
Because it gives it an extra little flavor. And I think it's beautiful for that.
Okay.
And he's such a beautiful man.
And do you like the white and black dress that his wife wore with the it's a halter, right?
She's
halter?
beautiful.
She's pretty, but
she's not there to do anything but be
stand
eye
by
candy.
your man.
Yes, and she's rocking it for sure.
Okay, Hannah Einbinder always wears the craziest, ugliest, most god-awful stuff, but she was in Louis Vuitton, a mauve, full-length gown. It was pleated. I loved this. I thought she went out of the box on this one.
The color looked really rich on her.
Yes.
The proportions look really flattering.
That's
for
rouging,
her.
right? A rouging drape.
She's got a bustier dress.
Love it.
Halter, strapless.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's got the abdomen gathers all the way through.
Her waist looks tiny, tiny, tiny in this.
She is.
Yes.
And she's got these architectural...
Hold on. Yeah.
organza detail that they've placed, which just makes it look so...
That's that same liquid
like
organza fabric that they're all wearing this year.
Yeah, like it looks like a scarf. But
Yeah.
she looks so happy to be there.
Okay, we are going to have to talk about Greta Lee because she's wearing Louis and Tiffany & Company, and I hated this dress. It's white. She looks pregnant. Is she pregnant? I don't know if she's pregnant, but it just wasn't flattering. I didn't think the neckline was flattering.
I wouldn't even wear this to go to Whole Foods.
It was too casual.
Even at 2 a.m. in the morning where no one's going to see me, where I'm going to have to sneak, going in there to go get ice cream.
Right.
It's impossible dress to even think. Yes, the fabric is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, It's stylized. It's got a round neckline, which is awful because it looks like she had way too many scarves that she wrapped around her neck. Then it's got the
What's the
flare
fabric?
all the way
What is
down.
this type of fabric? Is this a?
It's like a soft lace.
It is okay.
It's like a Chantilly lace.
Okay.
And it's got the pleats. It's like if you were pregnant, it looks like a curtain. It looks like you took actually tablecloth. Like, you know, when your grandmother has that lace tablecloth that you took down and then you're playing dress up with it with your girlfriend at home. That's what it looked like.
The one that you're like, oh my God, I hate this look. Yeah, I don't.
I don't understand. I don't understand this under any circumstance. Not even just wearing it here. Yeah. Especially in the color that it is.
100%.
It looks like you should have been in bed in a nightgown. I mean, if you're that rich and you can afford that brand, sleep in it, but don't wear it out.
I agree, 100%. Okay, from Abbott Elementary, let's talk about Chris Perfetti. In Christian Siriano, I don't like it. I just don't like it.
He's wearing a poet's collar ruffled shirt. It's white with the black edging to it with black tuxedo buttons.
It's pretty.
Left open.
Yeah.
It's very Renaissance.
Yeah.
It's beautifully done. Now, was there a jacket that came with it? Was there a wrap or even a cape that came with
just
it?
This.
Could he have maybe shaved his body so that you wouldn't see the
hair coming through
at the midriff? Because it looks a little out of place. Because it looks like you should have buttoned your shirt, but you really didn't. But you left it open. But then you're not at the swimming pool, so it feels a little awkward.
Yeah.
Now, is the shirt beautiful? Yes. Is it modern? Yes. Does he look stunning? Yes. Was it appropriate? Not so much, not without a cape, because it doesn't look finished. And if the buttons were maybe in diamonds, if there was a belt matching at the bottom with an emblem, it would have kind of completed the look, but it looks undone.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's exactly what it was.
But did he take a risk? Yes. Do I love him for it? Absolutely. But complete the look next time.
One of my favorites of the night was Mindy Kaling. She looks stunning. All black.
She's wearing a black beaded dress.
Gorgeous.
All the way down to the floor, which just glistened. And it looked like it was painted on her. She's got that large, oversized bustier wings in the front.
Love it.
Which really give her cleavage, her collarbone, the way that her skin was textured, beautiful.
Yeah.
Now she's poised. She knows how to do this. And you know what? Even though it was black, even though it was simple, there was so much detail and luxury that went with it that she embodied perfection.
I agree 100%. She really, I think that she just looked amazing. She was one of my favorites of the night, I have to say. She was wearing a designer that I don't know.
Gaurav Gupta.
Gupta, yeah. And Monique, and
Wimpy Jewelry.
Wimpy Jewelry. This is an Indian designer?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I thought she looked absolutely stunning. Lisa Ann Walter, she was wearing Gabby Cherbache and Christian Louboutin shoes, Neil Lane jewelry. She had that full length gown. It was white, full length gown, and she had a green, what do you call this when you drape it like on the shoulder? Like, I couldn't describe how this.
It's a white crepe strapless gown with a chartreuse satin detail that covered one sleeve and then ruched over the bust line over the other end, then had a hip accent to it with a tail. It was very pretty.
I liked it. I thought it was great. Now, one of my worst of the night, Liza Colon Zayas. I can never say her name right.
But let me tell you.
She's wearing Christian Siriano in sequins, but it was too long for her. It didn't fit her properly.
But you know what? She was smiling ear to ear.
She's beautiful.
She was there in the company of so many greats in a category that she never anticipated.
100%.
That she would show up to an Emmy event one day and win an Emmy with the contention that she had to go through. I think she had sleepless nights, or she was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go have a good time because there's no way I'm ever gonna win. And so she was excited about wearing the gown.
I get it.
She was excited about the event. She looks absolutely radiant only because she embodies that as a person. When it comes to the dress, I think it was the wrong color texture choice.
Yes.
I think it was the wrong style and shape. I think it was the wrong fit. And the add-ons that they had, which is the sleeves and what have you,
Yes.
it just seems like it was an afterthought for her, and it just does not work. But when I look at her smile, I overlook all of it, and I just am so excited and thrilled for her.
She looked absolutely. I mean,
She was
she looked like she's
radiant.
having a good time, but she definitely needs to have a better stylist to pull that together. Because I don't think they pulled the right dress for her look, for her body type, for her skin tone, anything. Just didn't work for me. Who was your favorite of the entire night?
I think
Really?
Quinta looked fresh. Quinta looked young. Quinta looked liquid. Quinta looked like she was off the runway.
You know who my favorite is?
Divine.
Yeah, no, I was thinking Divine would have been one of my favorites, but actually I think one of my absolute favorites was Mindy Kaling. Because Mindy Kaling looked like she was just coming to slay. She wasn't nominated or anything, but she just came to slay. Her body looks great. She looks like she's in the best shape
She was sculpted into
ever
that
of her
dress.
life. She looks like they painted that dress on her body.
They probably did
I love the wings that protruded in the front.
at the sides.
Her shoulders look just stunning. Mindy Kaling is definitely my absolute favorite. And who is your worst?
Besides Banana.
Yeah, my worst, I'm going to say, is Jessica Gunning. I did not like that dress. I didn't think it did anything for her figure. It didn't do anything with the color. It just didn't, just nothing about it screamed or said to me, Emmys.
The worst for me is going to be
Dakota Fanning?
Dakota.
Really?
Because I feel like it's a beautiful dress. You should know better. You grew up in this industry. You know exactly what these events are. You know exactly how to curate yourself to present yourself in the way that you need to be present for.
Yeah.
And you can't just feel like you're Dakota Fanning and you've done this multiple times since you were 2 years old that it gets old. It's not. You have to inspire me. When you inspire me with what you do as the art that I follow to watch,
Yes.
and I get sucked into. When you're presenting yourself on the red carpet, you also have to inspire me to know that you took the time and you made effort into wanting to show up.
Okay.
And not just look like, you know what? Oh, I want to go simple. Oh, it's okay. No.
It's like, no, bitch, you're at the Emmys. You can't go simple.
It's not just the Emmys. This is some people never even get married and walk down the aisle, but the Emmys is one of those things that you go to that sets the standard and the bar for what you do as an artist.
Yes.
And so you're in the creative realm. Give me something.
I agree.
Well, it was either that or Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph was pretty bad too, I gotta say.
It was between them two.
Yeah.
But I think Maya Rudolph should probably be the worst because she's got the money to back it too. I'm like, what are you thinking, my love? What are you thinking?
Okay, so maybe it's not Jessica Gunning. Maybe it's Maya Rudolph. We both agree. Maya Rudolph.
Why don't you tell us who your favorite and who not so favorite of yours are? Put it in the comments because I'd love to, comment back and then see if we can see eye to eye.
Absolutely. And on that note, we're done with our Primetime Emmys 2024 Runway Rundown.
Emmys 2024. We're out.
Bye, Undressed bitches.
Mwah.
And don't forget, you can book your coffee read at paulatteu.com.
See you soon, everybody. Love you all.
Bye.
This podcast is brought to you by Her Dat Media and American Media Television. Executive producers are Patrik Simpson, Paula Atteu, and Pat Safford. Produced by Jordan Hill and Sarah Silikula. Shooting and editing by Jordan Hill. Music and theme song, Undressed, written and performed by Lionel Cohen. courtesy of DNA Productions. Artwork by Dominique Demetz, and hosted by Atteu, Patrik Simpson, and Little Snow White 90210. Remember to follow at Atteu and at Patrik Simpson and at Snow White 90210, and watch Gown and Out in Beverly Hills on Prime Video. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast so you never miss an episode.